अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूवर्स, आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे द रेनेसांस पीरियड को। द रेनेसांस पीरियड इज़ इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर इज़ आल्सो कॉल्ड एलिजाबेथ पीरियड और एज ऑफ शेक्सपियर। द वर्ड रेनेसांस इज़ फ्रेंच वर्ड विच मीन्स रीबर्थ और रिवाइवल. It particularly refers to the renewed interest in classical learning. Its writing of ancient Greek and Roman. The Renaissance was a culture movement that started in Italy and spread all over the Europe. It is considered to be the bridge between the ancient and modern period. It comes after Dark Ages. It's wanted to learn and understand Greek and Roman literature. Main central interest of this period is main humanism. They believe that the man should be the subject of study and not good, as the church had thought during the medieval period. Renaissance is a term used to describe an intellectual, philosophical and art movement which started from Italy and spread all over the Europe. It began after the fall of Constantinople. ये उसको कहते हैं इस्तंबुल को, ठीक है, इंग्लिश में Constantinople. When Constantinople fell into Turks, all the social field the study and came in Italy and inhabited via different cities. They also brought their libraries along with them. With them came the classical literature of ancient Greek and Roman. It gains momentum in England in the end of the War of Rose. The Civil War going to an end, popularly known as the War of Roses. Printing press was valued by William Caxton in 1479, resulting in separating the publication and positivism of book. A Dutch scholar, Erasmus, had craze for classical learning. His work, The Praise of Folly, was a challenge to the corruption of church, which was responsible for keeping the people arrogant and backward. Martin Luther's the Kane encouraged imperialism, trade, adventures, discoveries, scientists, research, art, and learning. During her period, English nation claimed itself and controlled the series. Bible was translated into English. Oxford and Cambridge became the invite students and scholars from over the Europe. Reformation movement gave an ideological impulsion to Renaissance. Renaissance English literature became one of the richest literature in the world. Shakespeare, Marlowe, Webster, and Johnson were the biggest name of the drama. Sidney, Donne and Milton has the same position in poetry. Theatre was introduced in England in 1576. वैसे मैं आपको उर्दू इसलिए बता रही क्योंकि मेरा जो है कॉन्सेप्ट अभी इतने नहीं रहे, क्योंकि मेरे फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर के नोट्स हैं और अब मेरे जो है डिग्री कंप्लीट हो चुकी है. मैं सोचा आप लोगों के साथ शेयर कर लूँ तो आप लोगों के फ्रेश कॉन्सेप्ट होंगे. दूसरी वीडियोज़ को देख के आए, नोट्स यहाँ से बना लें, ठीक है. डॉक्टर फास्टस से देखिए. Dr. Faustus was a humble school teacher but thought knowledge became so powerful that even king requested to meet him, and he became so ambitious that he wanted to be a powerful like God. Similarly, Shakespeare was also one of the Renaissance. All his plays were focused on the study of the internal life of man. Humanism in Renaissance made Shakespeare interested in man only. Later on, Milton wrote a lengthy poem, Paradise Lost, on the subject of man's first disobedience and fall. The sub-theme of man's free will and man's relation with God, which were the popular concern about of the Renaissance thinker. Marlowe, Webster, and Johnson were the biggest name in the drama and Renaissance period. William Shakespeare most famous because of his plays and poetry. Renaissance was a multilateral, dimensional movement. It affected the religious beliefs, the intellectual of the people, art and literature, and attitude toward life. It promoted love for learning, love for man, love for knowledge, love for power, and all these can be seen as a bright side of the movement. This movement is responsible for all of the European scientific industrial progress. It also brings about love, fortune, or power and adventure. So I'm done this video. Next video तक मुझे दीजिए इजाज़त. See you soon. Allah Hafiz.